only for the Plotline. Welcome back. Today we are going to do the Avengers Doomsday trailer. Now, I'm not going to be doing a plot hole video about the trailer, but I did kind of want to be able to put in like my 2 cents about it now that it's finally out. It is exciting to see. So let's get into it. So we're starting off with the narrator, who I barely finding out was Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom. I had no idea who that was even supposed to be talking. So we're starting off with like the X mansion being attacked or like a universe colliding. And I do remember that there were some rumors coming out, and I wanted to wait till like the trailer came out before I started putting like the rumors out there, whatever. So it was speculated or rumored that it's either going to be the X-Men universe being like maybe destroyed right away, which would kind of suck. Like honestly, that would suck. I'm rooting for the X-Men, and I don't want to be super like into this, like going to the theater to see this movie just to find out my favorite team is like gonna die in the first act. That's gonna suck. So I'm not sure if that's gonna be happening here or if it'll be later part in the film. I'm going to assume later in the film though. But so it's either speculated it's either the X-Men universe dying, or it'll be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man universe being destroyed because of the collision of the universe. And there's also speculated like he's supposed to be helped by Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, I guess, to stop that incursion. But that would be pretty wild to see. They didn't show it. Well, at least that's not for the trailer yet. So anyways, so the X-Men mansion is being attacked. I really don't think it's going to be the first act now, or they're going to have to do it like maybe by the end of Act 1. But I'm thankful to maybe know it's not going to be like the beginning of Act 1. After the Marvel logo, we come into Thor doing the narrating now, and he's approaching the new Avengers HQ with the Fantastic Four. And they're being welcomed, I guess that's a welcoming committee, of Ant-Man, Winter Soldier, and Captain America Falcon. Let me just say Falcon, okay? I've been wanting to do it for a while as well. I honestly just don't want to dedicate a whole video to Anthony Mackie. So this guy is not Captain America. And I know people were like, oh, how they're going to put like Captain Falcon America with Steve Rogers in it. Like he's going to take away the title of the character or whatever. And honestly, I'm glad, because he is not a Captain America. Anthony Mackie, in one of his like interviews, talking about Captain America the wrong way. He is not a Captain America. And I've never seen the show, but based off of a few videos I've seen like summarizing the show, he is not a worthy Captain America either. This sidekick needs to stay a sidekick and not a hero. So was I glad to hear that he's maybe not going to be Captain America or do much in this film because of Steve Rogers? That Steve Rogers is coming back to portray Captain America? Yes, Captain America needs to come back as Captain America. He's the one that started this mess in the first place. And I cannot believe also, I probably didn't get that right away in my first, in my plot hole video when I did Endgame and Infinity War. Man, I hated that I didn't catch that right away. But you know what? It is what it is. So we just gotta roll with the punches. But then there's also rumors he's gonna like portray another sidekick, like unanimous hero. I forget what it is, and I really wish I didn't forget it at the time. Or he's just gonna like portray himself with like a black shirt. And honestly, I'm not wearing this black shirt to like copy him. I just happen to pick this one. Okay, then an unimportant scene, at least to me, with the Wakandans and Namor. I'm not sure who they're fighting off against. I think Namor's people, but I could be wrong on that. So there wasn't much for me to do off this video. But then we come into like a staircase like being blown up in the middle, a grand staircase being blown up. And honestly, at first I thought it was maybe going to be Sentinels that were destroying the X-Mansion. However, right in the next scene after the staircase is blown up and Cyclops comes out, it's or Gambit with fighting Shang-Chi, which was another speculation. And I think another one's supposed to be like Sentry and Professor X or something. So that'd be cool too. But they proved this one in the trailer, so we'll be excited to see that fight happen. So that's another reason why I don't think the X-Mansion gets attacked by the Avengers, at least, to save their universe by destroying the X-Men. Is because at some point, if they're gonna fight each other, I don't think that's how they're gonna start it off, especially if they need to be like as a team already. So it's pretty cool to see. So I'm not for sure what blows it up, but I'm going to guess it is an Avenger who blows up the second. Then we come into Loki, looking at idea of himself with the TVA out or window, I mean. And I think it's going to be maybe something where Loki has to go to get Steve Rogers. Yeah, I think Loki's going to have to go get Steve Rogers from the universe. And it's like, I think everybody knows, like, it's to put him into the Fantastic Four universe instead of that one. Or at least to get him to help out. Because Loki knows of Dr. Doom coming. Then we come to more, like Shuri, like looking out in the desert, and they're somewhere, I guess, where the Fantastic Four landed in like the Fantastic Four trailer with the Wakandans. So it's something with that. And then we come into Yelena against the new Mystique look, but featuring the old actress. And I know a lot of people are giving crap about it. But everyone knows it's supposed to be comic accurate, right? Maybe they just didn't expect it to be like that look live instead. Sure, the original from the Fox was awesome, an awesome look. But at least we have the same actress back. And I hope she puts the same enthusiasm as she did with the others, because everybody talked crap about Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. I honestly didn't care for her as Mystique, you know. And then there was that point where I think she refused to be in makeup because she didn't like it. So Jennifer Lawrence doesn't put the enthusiasm to be Mystique. So at least we got the old one back. We just don't like her look. I could kind of care less about it. She doesn't look as good as the first one, but she's like a blue mutant anyways. So it is what it is, but it's cool. And I really recently learned, like, she was in the Punisher movie with Thomas Jane. She played the one chick that helps him out. So that's cool. Let me come into some like more Wakandans and saying bye to like the Fantastic Four and more fighting scenes with the X-Men. You know, like it looks like Captain America is there. And then we come into like Thor trying to attack Dr. Doom, who's just standing there. And I've seen a lot of comments like, why, without knowing a lot about Dr. Doom, you know, so like he's very like powerful in magic and sorcery. So a lot of people are saying like he's like combination of like Iron Man or Reed Richards, or smarter than both of them, with like Doctor Strange powers in a type of sense without using the thing. So everyone's asking why he's stronger than Thanos with the gauntlet. And yeah, himself is going to be a stronger character than Thanos with all of his powers. We see Thor walking somewhere with Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, but Mjolnir especially, where someone says, "Hey pal," we could kind of recognize the voice, and Thor says, "It's not possible." Now, there is someone right behind Steve Rogers that's kind of like in the shadow that's behind him, and it's kind of a quick look if you're not noticing. So when Thor is handing off Mjolnir and Captain America like extends his arm, half extended with the elbow, that's when you could kind of catch the glimpse, and they're kind of hard to see after that. But he takes it. Now, a lot of people were also speculating that there might be two Chris Evans characters in this movie, where one of them going to be playing Captain Hydra. And honestly, I'm kind of really down for that. I still kind of have hope for it. And I want to say it's because of the beard that makes him like look more of a bad guy. But he also had a beard in Infinity War, and he was a total good guy here. He's still Captain America. So I think that this might possibly be a variant of Captain Hydra. In a comic, Captain Hydra is able to manipulate or use some sort of trickery to trick Mjolnir, so he is still able to lift Mjolnir as someone that's worthy. Now, some thoughts and speculation still. So I'm also excited for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man to come out into this film. Also haven't shown Storm, or I believe the Phoenix. The one who played Jean Grey Phoenix in the X-Men universe, you know, she's declined it, but everyone kind of like speculates she's gonna be in this film. You know, they're missing out on Storm and Phoenix as well to be back into this film, and I hope that they're just like a secret like cameo that they haven't explained to us yet. So that's gonna be really cool as well. We haven't confirmed yet if Deadpool and Wolverine will be making an appearance in this film. I hope they do. It'll be exciting to see. Anyways, I think that is all I have for today. Thanks you for joining us. I'm going to do a Spider-Man trailer. I think I promised that the last video as well. I really want to do it before the Spider-Man Brand New Day comes out. Currently, I don't want to get my thoughts about it, so we'll just wait for that video. I want to do it maybe this week or next week. All right, guys, thanks for coming to me, my plotline.